Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. I've got a video for you today, and this one is a bit of a pickups video. This weekend was the Denver Card Show. The Denver Card Show is a show that is held in Denver, obviously, every other month, and I think this was the first one of the year. The last one was either November or December, I can't remember, but this one was a lot bigger, and it's Friday through Sunday. This one I went on Sunday, which normally I'll go on Saturday, but this weekend was also the Magic the Gathering Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pre-release weekend. So I played in a tournament and actually won that tournament and came away with a huge stack of prize packs. So that was a lot of fun, but because I went to that on Saturday, I went to the card show on Sunday, and really glad I did because as I was mentioning, it's like doubled in size, and even for Sunday, it was so crowded that you could barely get through. And I can't imagine what it was like yesterday on Saturday. I heard from some of the sellers that it was absolutely packed with people. Even Jeff Wilson was there, who that guy is very well known on YouTube. I think he's called the Sports Card Investor, but he may have a video that he'll post showing or showcasing his experience at the Denver Card Show, which is cool that our city is getting some attention, national attention, because it's definitely a growing community. But anyway, let's get into what I picked up. Starting off with this box, which I'm not going to go through this whole box because that would be really boring for you guys. But what I will tell you is in here are those bottom two rows are all 1975 tops. And this stack here is all vintage like football cards. And this little stack are like those old like Kellogg's sports flicks from like the 70s. Anyhow, this box, it was not this organized when I got it. I kind of went through it, but it had a bunch of like random stacks of 1975 tops that were all rubber banded together, and they were kind of sorted by teams. And the seller were these kids who were mostly into modern, but they had this box, and they said that it was like 50 cents a card, and we came to a deal on the entire box. And I don't think I think it was a fair deal, I should say. After going through it, I mean, there are some key players in there like Harmon Killebrew, Lou Brock, Al Kaline, but not Raleigh Fingers, but nothing too major. No Robin Youts, no George Bretts, but I think it was fair. I think both sides got a fair deal on this. And also, if you recall from my last video from going to a card show, I picked up a binder that was filled with 1975 tops. So, which I haven't started really going through yet, but I think now with this box and that binder, I can start piecing together the 1975 top set. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that will be fun. That was the first thing I bought. And then over there. What else did I get? I also got like a random stack of like 25-cent cards. Not gonna go through this too just random stuff from like a 4 for $1.25 box. It's got some fun stuff like some Nolan Ryan's, ones I didn't have like Don Ross, Stadium Club. Just some interesting Ryans. Had like a 57 tops, Bill Tuttle, Edgar Martinez, rookies, Roger Clemens, clear insert, George Brett, 85 tops, another Nolan Ryan I didn't have. Just some fun stuff, bunch of 70s Tigers, Ricky Henderson. Yeah, nothing too great. But anyway, so that was a stack of 25-cent cards. And let's get on to the actual, like, the fun pickups, which I didn't get too crazy with things this show, but did get some fun stuff. Starting off with some 1953 tops. These are just commons, but I like picking up 53 tops. I think it's a beautiful set. I think the cards are like art pieces. They're like paintings. Each one is just absolutely beautiful. And kind of my thing with 53 tops is that a lot of these are super beat up, and if they don't have creases across them and they look presentable, I'll usually pick them up if I can get them for cheap. So just growing kind of a collection. I don't know that I can ever collect the set of 53 tops, but I can collect a lot of it. So we've got William Kennedy, who was on the Red Sox. We've got Sal Ivars from the Giants. We've got Willard Schmidt from the Cardinals, and Ray Scarborough from the Yankees. So no big names there, but just some fun 53s. I also got a nice condition, although the centering's not perfect, Lou Brock 1967 Topps. And this one, I think, so now we're getting to the two cards that are the big cards. This one, this 1966 Topps, Willie Mays, just really beautiful condition card. It's just the centering is absolutely perfect. Corners look decent. I mean, I think it could probably, I think it would be a contender for like a PSA 6. I think that's pretty fair, but I don't know. But got a good deal on it, and I'll probably send that one in for grading. So very happy to get this really nice looking, really sharp looking, beautiful Willie Mays from 1966. And then last up is, this one has a bit of a story to it. As you may have seen in my prior videos, I've collected the 1954 Topps hockey set, and I was trying to get it all graded. It's only a 60 card set, and I've graded about half of it now. And one of the cards that came back was the Ted Lindsay with a min size label, which I compared it to the other cards, and it looks pretty on par with all of them. So I may send it back for grading, but I was kind of also in the market for a new one, and just in case, and then whichever one, I mean, if I can get one graded. So I found one today with one of the sellers who I often buy stuff from, and he sold it to me for 75 bucks. And then I went to another hockey card seller who knows me because I'm one of only two people that ever asked for vintage hockey, and we were talking, and I showed him the card that I had purchased, and he said, wait a second, and he pulled out this PSA 5 that's already graded. It's got like a weird holder thing around it, but it's a PSA 5 of that same card. And both the cards, we kind of looked at them, and they looked very similar in condition. And he said, well, give me 25 bucks on the card you bought, and I'll trade this to you. So that was super nice of him, so I don't have to grade it. And so I've got one that's already graded. I thought that was a very fair deal. And so, because the grading price now, it's pretty much the price of grading. So yeah, so very happy to get this just absolutely beautiful PSA 5 Ted Lindsay to add to the collection. So anyway, that's what I picked up for this month at the Denver Card Show. Let me know what your thoughts are if you visited it or are planning on visiting the Denver Card Show. I think it's probably going to start getting national attention, and maybe it might be a destination point for some people coming up in the future. That'd be really cool and good for our city. So anyway, I will see you guys on the next one.